Welcome to Game Master Monday Live. If you were here for us for last year when we did this, we're doing it again, and I'm not sorry. Hi, I'm Grant. I'm usually the Game Master here at Game Master Monday, but today we are giving that high honor to our friend Amber. Say hi, Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Yes, I knew she'd do it. I knew they'd do it. We are also joined by some wonderful players here today, so I'll give everyone a moment to introduce themselves and hawk their wares. Eli, welcome to the show.
Hello. Am I not muted? Oh, I'm not muted. Hi. Hello.
You're
How
not
are you
muted.
doing? Good morning.
Good morning or afternoon or evening if you're across the pond here for us. Eli, who are you playing today?
I am playing Shotgun Rack or a Kenku fighter, and my favorite boy.
Melody, thank you for joining us. I was still laughing at the shotgun joke because I was like flabbergasted.
I'm Melody. I'm playing Harriet from Yonder. She is, and the from is Frumm, from Yonder. And she's a Herringnon, and fappish dandy.
Foppish dandy. I will be playing a centaur man named Secretary at Horsefall, and he's a warlock. And I should probably have his character sheet pulled up so I know what the fuck I'm doing. But today we're playing Barkeep on the Borderlands. This is a zine designed around Dungeons and Dragons. Amber knows a lot more about it than I do, so I'm going to shut my big yap, and I'm going to let Amber talk about what we're playing today, how we're playing it, how we're drinking, and they will guide us through what I'm sure to be a completely safe and normal adventure. Amber, the show is yours.
It's gonna be a totally normal time, everyone. Don't worry about it at all. Hold on, let me make sure I have the drinking rules ready to go. So this is going to be a drinking stream, everybody. So get ready. I recommend that people have like a nice low ABV beer or a green concoction. Okay, what is that?
It's liquid marijuana.
That is
It
the
doesn't
most...
have any
know whether or not you're
no THC, but it is just pure alcohol.
That is the most on-brand Melody thing I've ever heard in my life.
It truly is. But yes, no THC, just the alcohol.
Are we introducing what we're drinking today? Because I did
It's like
not make
4 times
anything green or safe beer. Mine is called a Crown Royal Peaches and Cream. This is just straight up whiskey Crown Royal Peach, peach juice, and cream soda.
Ooh,
and I think I put like 6 shots worth of this here today. So if I finish it, I'm fine.
I won't pull out the picture that I have off camera.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Eli, what are you drinking?
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's 10 a.m. here, and I don't normally drink, so I got a thing of Steel Reserve.
Perfect.
It's spiked blue raz, and I thought it was going to be at least like a White Claw where it's just like no color, but it comes in like a nice little electric blue shade, so it'll be fine.
That's kind of fun.
But you put it in a whiskey glass, nobody knows.
Exactly. You can put anything in a whiskey tumbler, regular tea, water, whatever, and it seems, yeah, it's like I've been on a sober journey as well, but I mean, it made me feel like I was drinking when I was just drinking seltzer from a whiskey tumbler.
Yeah.
And I have actually a local to DC beer, a Born Bohemian Pils. It's a Czech-style Pilsner lager from Denizens Brewing Company, and it has a lady on it. So, yeah,
Even better.
It's green, and it's got a lady on it. It's very wonderful.
The two main things you would need to have fun.
Yes, exactly. Ladies in green. So yes, let me go ahead and let y'all know what we're playing. So again, we're playing Barkeep of the Borderlands. I've actually played this once before. And y'all want to talk about ill-advised streams. I played this off stream once. and I was way too high for it. Like started hearing echoes where echoes didn't exist because I was so high.
Oh no.
We love it. So that's so I'm looking to get a better experience this time, and it's not the fault of the people I was playing with. It is the fault of me for not eating before I had my edible.
Oh,
I'd be
It
like
sounds
that.
like the through line for all of this is all of us have learned from previous mistakes, and here we are, older, wiser, more mature.
yes.
Exactly. Exactly. We're better for it. But yes, Barkeep of the Borderlands. Basically, it is a pub crawl zine TTRPG. Basically, our heroes. Well, basically, our heroes are going on a pub crawl and they're going through lots of weird and buffoonery-filled bars and clubs in pursuit of finding an antidote to save a dying monarch, or if you decide to say fuck the monarchy and just go on your pub crawl, that works too. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Um, I said, I saw in the chat, it said, I like how me, Jenny, Kyle, and Timothy are all GMM logo colored. And I was like, good mythical morning. And then I forgot, oh yeah, Game
Happens
Master
to
morning.
us all the time. One day I will get Rhett and Link and we'll have a big fight about it live on camera, but until that day happens, I'm still using the acronym.
Yes, absolutely. So some just to go over the rules of our drinking game here. Um, we can do it however you want that makes you feel the most safe. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to tell you you have to drink at every rule, or if you want to pick a particular rule and that's when you drink. I've done that before. But people will drink during any of the following occasions. You roll a critical miss. You are on the receiving end of a critical hit. Your character orders a drink, of course. You equip a magical item. You fail an ability check. You accidentally damage another player. You finish crafting a magic item, or you egregiously metagame. So that's when you drink. When I drink is when an NPC or a monster rolls a critical miss. A hostile or non-hostile NPC is killed in combat. The party deviates from the material planned for the session. Yeah, I'm gonna be just waterfalling. Um, the party completes a battle without taking a point of damage, or I egregiously metagame. And then everyone at the table takes a drink. When somebody uses inspiration, a player is knocked unconscious, and it doesn't say how you get knocked unconscious. So whenever someone loses consciousness,
Terrifying.
whenever a battle is successfully completed, whenever you acquire a magic item, when a wild magic surge is rolled, or when a player makes awkward sexual advances on another player. So
Oh.
we'll see. And then these are optional. I don't looking at what we have in terms of things that could be shots. I don't know if I'm gonna partake in the following, but there are also rules for taking a shot. A player takes a shot whenever they get a critical miss when they have advantage. They gain a level. We're not going to be leveling. They break a magic item in their possession, or the player is revived. The DM is meant to take a shot whenever an NPC or monster rolls a critical miss when they have advantage. A BBEG is killed. The party completes a planned battle without taking a point of damage, or more than half of the planned encounters of a dungeon are skipped. So let's just say, uh,
We
let's
trust
just
you,
say,
Amber. If you say
yeah,
take a shot for that, we will do it. And we trust you to keep us safe.
I do have Pusheen, but again, I have a thing after this that I'm supposed to be at least functional for, and
Then we
yeah,
super trust you.
yes. uh, so, the best way to begin is by beginning, and we will start this way. Today marks the beginning of a week-long Oh, okay. I forgot how to read. Sorry. I promise.
All good.
I am
All
relatively
good.
sober. Um, if I was drunk, I'd forget all these drinking rules. I know that's right. All right. So today marks the beginning of a week of festivities, but today the celebration gives no comfort. The monarch lies dying of a deadly but slow-acting poison baked into their morning cake. But it was still, by all reports, a scrumptious cake. The monarch drained the royal coffers to pay for a powerful antidote, and the recipe called for the blood of a unicorn, the feather of a phoenix, the toenail of a giant, and the eye of a tiger. Healthcare is expensive, but nothing is too exorbitant for royalty. The antidote is clear as gin, smells like a burglar burnt alive by a dragonfire, and tastes like copper washed in mint. Exposed to fire, it burns a royal blue. Or at least that's what the alchemists say, anyway. The monarch wouldn't know, because the antidote has never reached their lips. The caravanners say it must have gotten mixed up in the deliveries to the keep's many pubs. Despite their illness, the monarch was able to muster the energy to order the execution of every caravaner, ale draper, ale tunner, and ale taster in the keep. Ordinarily, the monarch would order the bailiff and city watch to go from pub to pub, emptying every barrel of ale until they receive the antidote. But it is no ordinary time. Custom constrains even despots. Because each year, the keep celebrates the Raves of Chaos to commemorate the brave heroes who gave their lives to rid the nearby caves of vile monsters. Their sacrifice cleared the way for the keep to expand its current size and scale, the envy of all mankind. For 1 week each year, the bailiff is just a private citizen, and few laws, if any, are enforced. During the Raves of Chaos, the City Watch cedes the powers and responsibilities of law enforcement entirely to the Church of Chaos. You all are, and that's where you all come in. You're revelers, you're people who enjoy a good time, people who love getting out in the midst of everything and enjoying the finery of a good pub crawl. You see, what happens here is you have been tasked by the heir of the monarch's heir to actually find the ingredients for this antidote throughout the pubs of the keep. However, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There are no laws. There are no rules. No one can tell you what to do. You can decide to eschew finding these things and just decide to continue on your pub crawl and encounter many sidetracks and parties and parades, jubilees, orgies if you so wish, or you can do all of that plus try to save the monarch of the kingdom. But I understand if you decide not to help out a murderous old hack. But it is day 1 of the Raves of Chaos. Day 1 of 6. I do not anticipate that we're going to go through all 6 days today, because again, we got a time. But I do anticipate y'all will have a wonderful time. So, each day of the festival commemorates a battle between the forces of law and chaos, purported good and alleged evil, mimicking the route the legendary heroes took in the Caves of Chaos. The final day honors the Church of Chaos, which cleared the caves of the remaining monsters after the adventurers met their tragic and mysterious ends. So, friends, it is day 1. There are 4 neighborhoods and locations in the keep. There is the City Wood, the Iron Fens, Old Fort Ward, and the River Downs. Where would you like to start? And would you like to introduce your characters?
Why, certainly. I'll go ahead and just kick things off here. So, as previously mentioned, I'm Secretary at Horsefall. I'm a very ambitious horse. I would imagine that I have some kind of tie or knowledge to the monarch because I myself am trying to gain political influence. I used the background from this very game, the parliamentary candidate background, so that's kind of what I'm working with here. Being a horse, and assuming that we're all some kind of animal kin, I'd imagine we'd be at that more foresty bar if you're all picking up what I'm putting down. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about that.
Yeah.
I don't really sit on bar stools. I am half horse. Typically,
Oh,
I'm
which
kind
half?
of the top half. No, horse chest and a head and human legs. No, I'm just a straight up run of the mill centaur. I have slicked black hair and a winning smile, and I'm wearing nothing on the horse part, but I do have like a blazer and like a loose tie. I look like I just got off of work, and I went straight to the bar.
One does.
This one does. I'm probably at the bar, just kind of taking up way more room than I should, waiting for someone to notice me.
The
think-
question in the chat says, "Are they hot? Are you hot?"
All of my characters are hot, always.
Okay, fabulous. Okay, who is next?
I can introduce Miss Harriet from Yonder. I actually picked the background from the book Foppish Dandy, which gives me a stylish hat and a cummerbund, dueling pistol. I had to roll a 1d6 for my silver bullets, and I rolled a 1. So it has just one silver bullet, and I think that's very poetic for her.
Single bullet.
Yes. She also has a wealthy fiance named Catherine, and a 1d6 gold coins, and she rolled a 5 for that. So she's, doing pretty well for herself financially, being a foppish dandy. And she is, of course, a rabbit, and has all of those lovely features about her. And she's just kind of hot-headed but cool-headed at the same time. She's just very strange.
Does she
And
get
she's
hopping
probably-
mad?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. And at this very moment, she's probably at the bar ordering something.
Fabulous. And last but not least, Eli.
Shotgun Rack is a cowboy kenku. So he has a long duster coat with pants and a belt with both like two big pistols on his hip, and a hat that just kind of like slips just right over his beak, so you can't quite see his little eyes. And he walks into the bar making those noises, like he's wearing heavy boots with spurs on the back of them, just chink, 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 as he like walks up to a stool and hops up onto it. And then he kind of like puts his hand up into the air and kind of like does a whistle to try to get the bartender's attention for a drink. Like makes the sound of ale being poured into a glass and taps his finger on the bar in front of him.
Love this immediately.
I'm obsessed. This is incredible. Okay, so I will say this game does have drinking rules within the game. So first, every game has every day is set up in hours. So we start the game at 1700 hours, which is
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, right?
5 p.m.
5
Thank you,
p.m.
Melody.
Yes. Thank you, Melody. I'm teaching, not that it's a difficult concept to grasp, but I am dumb and also stupid. So I don't know how military time works.
Oh man,
So-
not
No, I
both.
just-
What a
It's
shame.
just a
Yeah.
new trick for it. It's fine. No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's minus 12. Yeah. Anyway, so it starts at 5 and the pub crawl goes until 2 a.m. every day. Last call is at 1. So you all will be taking essentially rounds just like you would in any good pub crawl, enjoying the frivolity of the particular pub that you're in, and your sobriety die. So everyone has a sobriety die that is based on your Constitution score. Um, and when you are stone cold sober, you are at your maximum sobriety die. If your con score is 11 or lower, your sobriety die is a d8. If you have a 12 to 16, your sobriety die is a d10. If you have a 17 or higher, your sobriety die is a d12. And if you go all the way past a d4, you are blackout drunk. When you get to a d6, you are tipsy. And when you get to a d4, you are drunk. And that, of course, gives you that of course gives you how you say not boons, disadvantages on play. So let's see here. So basically, if you roll a 1, 2, or 3 on your sobriety die, you downgrade your sobriety die 1 step. So
Cool.
Yeah, so that is something to bear in mind. Keep an eye on that. Okay. Okay, so we start tonight. Thank you, Jenny. Fire Emblem Cons lack of boons banes. I will use that. So tonight you are starting your pub crawl within one of the cozier bars in the city wood, Granny's Cottage. Over the river and through the woods, there is a quaint dive bar. Its walls are gingerbread and its windows are crystallized sugar. The crone that runs it is in constant good cheer and pay no mind to the pitch black smoke billowing from its chimney. You all can enter the pub, or when you entered the pub, and when you entered, there's a pair of journalistic siblings that are currently writing an expose on the monsters and magic of the Citywood. They're often dismissed as fabulous. And let me roll a risk die to determine what is going. Actually, no. Before I do that, just letting you know that there are those two journalistic siblings. They're working on their story. But the pub crawl proceeds in turns. So each turn represents an abstract and indeterminate length of time necessary to complete a simple activity, such as ordering drinks, flirting, brawling, bumming smokes, or something similarly time-consuming. I know I'm talking a lot, and we're going to get into actual play here, but there's a lot that we have to go through.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm dumb too. I don't retain information after reading it.
No, especially on a Sunday. Fuck that. Sunday is the day of not having a brain or any brain cells.
The way God intended.
The way God intended. So, yes, it is just the start of the pub crawl on the first day. There's nothing really crazy going on just yet. People are starting to filter in, and pretty much every pub in the pub crawl is going to gradually grow and grow with more and more people. But before we start marking our turns, what is everyone doing other than ordering their first drink?
I'm definitely clocking those two journalists. I 100% know they're here, and I think the minute you said that, I was like, that's why I'm at this bar, 100%.
You want to talk to them?
I will definitely be talking to them when the moment is right.
Yes, absolutely. Anyone else?
I think Harriet is kind of scanning the bar, seeing who she wants to talk to. She's not really interested in the journalists because it's not her scene, really.
Understandable.
But somebody cute, you know.
Shotgun rack.
Shotgun is more interested in grabbing their drink, but once they do, then they'll try to see if there's a better place than the bar to like roost up at to enjoy their beverage. Um,
There are actually there are specific special drinks at this pub
hell
for
yeah.
the pub crawl itself.
Oh.
So if you want to roll a d6 for me, I can tell you what you get.
I got a 3.
You order a gingerbread martini. The gingerbread person floats face down in the drink.
Hmm.
Oh, they got him.
With
They fucking got him.
I'll grab the gingerbread with my beak and eat it first, before I follow up with the drink.
Excellent. All right. I mean, and it's just a normal martini. I assume stirred. But with like a nice like hint and warmth of the gingerbread as you down it. Does it make you make any kenku noises?
Yeah, I kind of like it's more of like I ruffle feathers up around my neck as I kind
Mhm.
of feel the cinnamony spice kind of like trickle down, and then I just kind of like shake it out, um, and just make that noise, and then
Fabulous. Um, Sorry, I'm also looking for a dumb playlist to listen to on YouTube. Undercover in Paradise sounds correct. Oh yeah, 80s.
There you go.
All right. So there's in terms of cute people that are in this bar,
Mhm.
they're actually okay. You might Granny actually, the titular Granny of Granny's cottage is here tending the bar. Uh she appears right now to you as a wrinkled crone, similar to like the form Sophie takes in Howl's Moving Castle when
Okay.
she's at her oldest.
Okay.
But she still appears friendly. She still appears with like a twinkle in her eye, ready to sling drinks. Um, but she is keeping busy by sewing a cape for a lifelike doll. Like again, it's still early in the pub crawl. She's
Yeah.
not quite, yeah, she's not quite like slinging a ton of drinks. I think
Yeah.
the gingerbread martini is the first one she pours. But yeah, she's just hand sewing a cape, and the two journalist siblings are, I mean, they're twins. So
Odd.
there's one is like redhead. I mean, they're both like redheaded. One has curly hair, one has long, one straightens their hair. They have big smatterings of freckles across their face. They're like elven twins with long pointy ears. One is attempting to grow like a beard, but is not doing so hot at the endeavor. Um, but yeah, what do you do?
Oh, you're probably asking me with the
I'm
journalist. Okay.
asking both of y'all too. I'm asking both of y'all if you're
Okay.
interested in talking to cute people. These are the only people in here, is Granny and the twins.
Um, just gonna sip my drink and wait till we leave this one. Go to the next one, maybe.
I'm gonna order 3 drinks, 1 for me and 2 for the twins.
Oh.
I rolled a 5 on my
Oh.
d6.
All right. Well, you order 3 7 and 7 dwarves. So instead of a 7 and 7, it's a blend of lime and lemon juice with dwarven ale.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
that's tasty.
Let me determine if they like it. I'm just gonna go high or low.
Cool.
Okay. Uh, so high, they like it. Low, they hate it. And I rolled a 16, so they like it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
One of them that goes, "Hmm, um, yes, you horse gentleman.
Yes.
I, I, this is a fine 7 and 7 dwarves.
Oh, good.
How did you know that we would have wanted it?"
Well, who doesn't love a good lemon twist? I've met many people in my travels, talked to a lot of good people like yourselves, and I know two things about journalists. We all love lemons, and we love alcohol. I wanted to ask you if you know anything about, if you don't mind my asking, I figure a drink for a question is fair, yes?
Yes.
What do you know about, the monarch's passing? Or potential passing, I should say.
What do I know? Ooh, I don't know too much. I mean, the story just broke this morning. Um, but I do know that there is there's someone in the royal family who is not particularly in line for the throne, but she hasn't been seen in 2 months.
Hmm.
Mind. She apparently went in for an abdominal surgery around the holiday season, and it's been 2 or 3 months. I have heard about some falsified photos of her that have been in the papers, but I I don't think that I don't know if this is connected.
Yes,
But I
I've
could be.
seen the falsified photos, the one where there seems to be too many fingers and they're overlapping in certain areas. Yes, yes, I'm aware. So
Mm-hmm.
she's missing then. I wonder if anyone was able to find her, if that may elevate their status a bit, if you know what I'm saying.
Potentially. I mean, who knows? She could be going on a bender. I mean,
Aren't we all? It is a time of year for it.
it is. It is.
I cheers them.
I mean,
Hmm.
listen, what is it? You have to write sober, edit drunk, or whatever.
I think you have to do both drunk, if I'm being completely
Oh,
honest. The old liquid courage, as you know. Before I ever give a speech when I'm on stages, I tend to do, well, I'm part horse, so it takes a little bit more than the usual amount to get me going, but I have a few, downs of liquid courage, and then I'm just on fire.
uh, the one with the curly hair goes, "Which part of you is horse?"
I, I look down. Oh, I feel like all of me is horse sometimes.
That, how did that happen? Were you?
Oh, you want to know how how a centaur happens, or more of my metaphor? Because the
Oh, no,
centaur
I want to know
happens
how.
when a bard makes a very interesting choice in a field. But I say that I'm all horse because I have the heart of a horse, and I'm a hard worker like a horse would be, and I'm sharp and I'm loyal and I'm fast. So while I do have the top of a man, you have to believe that I'll work for you as a horse would.
So I
Is he
could send you
flirting or
into the
campaigning?
field.
Who's to say?
Uh, I the the curly haired elf uh takes a second and go like, "Can I get your contact information?
Why,
I
certainly.
I may be in need of some assistance in um clearing my yard of extra debris, and I can't do it on my own, but if you are strong like a horse, then maybe you could help."
I'll trade you the favor. You write a good piece about me and my aspirations, and I will clean your yard.
What is like you and your ass sweat?
I see that we are on different levels of vocabulary, you and I. Tell the people of your good newspaper that I am a good person, and I will make a good leader, and I will clean your yard.
Oh, fabulous.
Puff
I mean,
piece, I
we
think they
are
call
meant
it.
to. Yes, well, I mean, we are meant to write at a 6th grade level, so
Naturally, it's the
just-
easiest grade to read.
So yeah, they take your contact information down, and they will be writing a puff piece about you. And we'll be
Fantastic.
keeping an eye out for you for any capers you may go on during the rest of the pub crawl.
Yeah, I pick up my drink and I head back to the bar, and I'm like looking around trying to be like, is there anyone here who looks like they may know how to find or the whereabouts of a missing princess?
Okay, y'all have all taken an action. So I'm going to ask you all to roll your sobriety die.
Oh, goody.
If you roll a 1, 2, or 3, your sobriety die is downgraded 1 step.
Shit.
I rolled
hit
a
the floor.
Which dice am I supposed to? Sorry, which dice am I supposed to roll for that one?
What's your con score?
My con score? What is Shotgun's con score? Currently? 14, a +2.
Okay, so you roll a d10.
D10. Oh, fancy.
I'm gonna roll mine again since it hit the floor.
I got a 10. Do I win?
Yes, you win. Congratulations, you're sober.
Do I win?
You got a 9?
Gingerbread martini does nothing.
It's just delightful.
You're a tank. You're a tank of sobriety. No one can penetrate the nope, I'm not going to finish that line. I'm sorry.
We'll see about that. I rolled a 4, so I'm just barely sober on my D10.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Yeah, you asked for your 7 and 7 dwarves to be a little strong so that you can flirt. And then
I do that thing that
Harriet.
horses do when they like get spooked and they go, when I like have a drink of it. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine.
I rolled a
Harriet.
9.
Wonderful. You are also as sober as steel.
my.
Fabulous. Okay. So I will also say if you spend a turn drinking only water, your sobriety die upgrades by 1 step.
How conscientious
Yes.
this game is.
I know. It's promoting like actually like being healthy about it.
If you're gonna
Okay.
bar crawl, do so responsibly.
Yes. Make sure that you have a designated horse-drawn carriage driver.
That's what Jenny's here for. We didn't introduce her, but Jenny's refereeing the stream today to make sure no one dies.
Jenny's doing a wonderful job. Is the goal to be the most drunk or the least drunk? Yes. The answer is yes. All right. So
The right kind of drunk.
I need to roll the risk die to see if y'all suffer any setbacks or if you just need to mark time. So let's see here. No, actually, each character, so I rolled the risk die and each character has finished their drink and needs to buy a new one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You also need to roll your sobriety die one more time for me.
Okay.
Unless you decide to drink water, then you may upgrade your sobriety die.
Nope, it's day 1, baby. We're still drinking. I rolled a 7.
No. 7. Oh, 7 too. Hey.
Hey!
5.
5. Wonderful. Everyone is doing a great job. You're keeping on trucking, drinking responsibly, having a good time. Fabulous. All right. So one more turn. What do you do on your next turn?
I think I would clock that there's a foppish dandy and a cowboy in the bar, and I'm just like, well, that's exactly the two things I could need to find a missing princess. One to be the gun and the muscle, as it were, and one who might know things about the locations of princesses. So perhaps I should recruit the Harengon, and then we can approach the Kenku for protection. Yes, this is a good idea. I'm a very good thinker.
Yeah. So please,
I
approach
assume
the
I say it
Kenku.
out loud.
Yes.
So
You just say it out to the bar. Maybe you're not like tipsy or drunk yet, but like the like the edges of drunk. Yes.
yeah,
I
this-
am very smart.
I'm a good thinky guy. Here I go. So yeah, I walk up to Harriet, and I'm like, pardon me. I
Hello.
couldn't help but note. Hello, my name is Secretary at Horsefall. I'm currently in the race for Parliament. Nice to meet you. What is your name?
Harriet from Yonder.
I'm not familiar with Yonder. Where is that?
Over there.
I look out the window. Oh, of course, Yonder. Great part of the city.
Mhm.
I don't mean to be so forward, but have you heard of the missing princess, Kate, I believe her name is?
I never said a name.
I know, but I was picking up the context clues. I'll just like
Her?
I'll just say the missing princess in that case.
I don't really know anything.
Are you super sure you don't know anything?
I don't
Because
think
listen, I don't know what your goals and aspirations in life are, but I believe, with there about to be a vacancy on the throne, perhaps rescuing this person and reuniting the family could give people, new leases on power or wealth or what have you. I've heard that rescuing princesses bring reward. Is that something that could interest you?
I do like money.
Are you familiar with the inner machinations of the court?
What's in it? Well, I suppose we already went over what's in it for me.
I raise a finger and like, give her one more, please. And I
Oh.
wink at Granny and I go, whatever you want. Your favorite cocktail, Granny.
Yeah, we could give her a witch's brew driver. It's a boiled eyes of newt and a cauldron of vodka and orange juice.
I'm like, nodding my head like, yeah, sure. And I gesture to
It's
you,
my
yes.
favorite. I love to eat lizards sometimes.
You
They're a
sure do, Granny.
source of protein.
Rich
Not
in
the biggest fan of
fiber.
lizard, but oh,
I like
Nova.
whisper to you, I'd recommend just taking it. I think she might actually be a witch.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. I will take it.
It's on the house, dearie.
No, it's in her hand, you silly old lady. What house is here?
This is my house, my
Ooh.
cottage.
Good.
All right, you are, Granny. She terrifies me. I don't know what it is about her, but there's just like an air about her, you know?
Like, she has a thing in her eye that, like,
How they
Yeah.
don't blink at the same time?
right?
Yeah, like that. What the fuck is that? Okay, listen. I'm going to rely on the fact that you seem to be a well-to-do about town, and you may know some of the more exclusive places a person could be hiding. However, I think it'd behoove us to have a little bit of extra help. And what I think is subtly, but like kind of like very like not covering my finger, point to shotgun.
I'm in like the background, probably like getting another espresso martini, and I'm just like chewing on a gingerbread. It might like get caught in my throat a little bit, so I'm kind of like trying to cough it back up a little bit. Do that thing that birds do when they're trying to swallow.
Like
They
a
like
dang
put
seagull.
putting their necks back a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I just shake my head, just like, still not paying attention to your guys' conversation, but just back there.
I immediately trust him.
I don't, but maybe.
Listen, you're participating in the crawl anyway, right?
Well, yeah.
Why don't we just travel together, keep our ears open for things that may elevate our statuses, and if anything goes awry, well, we have a desperado here.
Okay, I
Could
see.
could solve a problem, could take a blame.
Hmm. Okay,
You picking up
you
what I'm
do the
putting down here?
talking.
It is my greatest skill, according to this piece of paper in my brain, so I will do that.
Okay.
Hooray, I've successfully recruited a rich rabbit.
Eh,
Da, 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 na, 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 na.
Got her! Do I change your name now? Is that... No, I'm sorry.
Beep, 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 beep.
And then we walk up the shotgun.
Yeah.
he said he was gonna talk.
I did, and then I got distracted by my D20. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hello, good sir.
I'll kind of give like a whistle in acknowledgement as I'm like sipping on my martini.
Well acknowledged and well met. Whistle to you as well. I don't know how, but it reciprocated. You seem like the kind of person who could really enjoy the good life.
He nods.
Have you heard tale of a missing princess?
The shotgun kind of like strokes his face and is making like a scratchy noise, like he's got a beard where he does not. And then he kind of just throws his hand up to the side, like he's not sure that he's ever heard of a missing princess.
Oh, okay, excellent. Let me fill you in. So I know you probably heard the news that the monarch is dying, correct? Been poisoned, as it were.
He nods.
I personally would love to elevate my station. I'm trying to gain some momentum so I can make real changes in this town. And I believe a good way for us to take the easy route to that is to find the missing princess. It's not common knowledge. Only a handful of people know it, including yourself, my fine feathered friend. And those, so I grab Harriet's arm and I pull her into the conversation. I'm like, this particular dandy knows the inner workings of the inner courts and is, I'll just say it, rich, and can probably lead us and find clues and gather information that laymen like you and I may not have access to. I'm proposing if the three of us locate the princess, we could have wealth untold, new powers, perhaps in your case, I don't mean to assume, but maybe crimes forgiven? I saw the guns.
Shotgun kind of starts to ruffle at the notion that just because he is a gunslinger, that he is a dubious fellow, and not someone of the law and righteousness. And he kind of makes that like a steamy noise at that thought.
Oh, I don't mean to assume. I apologize. You know, I'm working on that. I've been told to not clock people's weaponry as evidence of tomfoolery. I myself don't carry a weapon, but I've been told to not judge others.
I have a weapon.
Now, see, that's interesting. I should have clocked that.
See, I have a gun.
This may be what people have told me that my privilege is showing, and I apologize.
Would you say that you're a heron gun?
Yes. Ah ha ha. Yes.
Psychic damage.
If I had a nickel for every heron gun that had a gun on this show, I'd have 2 nickels.
I rolled 2d6 and got 8. 8 psychic damage. Everyone dies. Yeah.
Oh no!
Ah, my brave.
Damn, I only have like 30 hit points. I'm only level 3, Amber.
I think
No, you don't. You don't gotta take damage.
No, I know.
I think amongst this conversation, Shotgun Rex just hand out, and as he hand out, he's gonna make the sound of coins being jostled in one's hand.
Of course, of course. My associate can assist with that.
And I move my hand over to Harriet and do the same thing, and I'll like move my hand back and like coins being moved amongst my palm.
Nothing up front.
Oh. I like turn my back to the shotgun, like kind of like quietly huddle with Harry. Like nothing up front, nothing.
The long, straight-haired elf sighs heavily, overhearing this conversation, and goes, "If we're gonna write a puff piece on you, I guess we have to make an investment." And drops 5 gold coins in the palm of.
I vigorously shake the elf's hand. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. You sent me. Sorry, we're going to change the world, you and I promise you.
I bite
I'm
a
not
coin.
going to be your sugar daddy. Do you understand?
Yes, Daddy.
Hell yeah, fucking right.
I'll put 1 gold piece on the counter for the barkeeper, and I'll keep the rest of the 4 coins for myself.
And I assume, looking at the
Dearie.
elf, there's plenty more where that came from.
Yeah, and then Shotgun will get off the stool as I've now been somewhat compensated and upfront. And
Fantastic.
now ready for service. He puts his hat. He tips his hat.
Fantastic. Now I'm going to tell you we're going to continue the bar crawl. We're going to do exactly what we need to do, keep up appearances, and our goal, of course, is to gather clues, find this person. You know, keep your mind open to anything. It could be finding a princess, curing a king, removing it. Just we're looking for opportunity here.
No curing the king.
No curing the king. Fine. Fuck him. I don't care.
Yeah.
His absence serves me better anyway. Just whatever we need to do to achieve our goal with the royals. Hands, paws, and wings in.
As you,
Woo.
as you all create your ragtag group of fine feathered, furry, and horse-hooved individuals. A friendly gelatinous cube oozes out of the kitchen, and the 2 elves chuckle, and they're like, yes, it's about time. And they throw their plates, forks, and knives into the gelatinous cube to be cleaned, of course.
Like I chuck my empty glass like a fucking football into him.
It goes...
Cool.
But yeah, like the gelatinous cube doesn't attack you. He's just a good happy cube.
That's just Steve.
Okay, so you all have decided to carry on to the next wow, forgot the words. Wow, next bar in the location. So I'll say an hour has passed. It is now 6. There are 3 potential locations that are nearby. There's the Royal Wine Cellar, off Central Park, and the Watchtower without Wizard. And it'll take 2 turns to get to the Watchtower without Wizard, and 3 turns to go to the Royal Wine Cellar.
I trust my citizens to choose. You can ride my horseback. Makes the crack. I love this guy.
If there
Very
was a
well.
princess, it would be there, no?
Sound logic. I assume is what you were saying because you were.
Yeah.
Anyway. Very well. I shall gallop that direction.
You gallop in the direction of the Watchtower?
The
Royal
The Royal Wine
Cellar.
Cellar. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad. Okay, so let me go ahead and I will roll the risk die 3 times just to see what happens. The
Three
first
times.
time, because it takes 3 turns to get over there. The
Oh, of
first
course.
time, now that the how do you say this? Wow, it's like English isn't my native language. What the fuck?
It's a bad
Um,
language anyway.
it is so fucked up. Um, the pub crawl is now actually getting started. People are coming in off of work. People are, getting out of school, and the streets are starting to grow crowded and overpopulated. So it does take an hour to get there. Um,
Why is our city so
but
long? This is ridiculous.
But you all do get an extra drink. Someone just hands you drinks on the street, and they're happy pub crawl, yeah,
Very
and
pub
just
miss.
passes
Pub
out
crawl.
free drinks.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'll
Um,
immediately go for that free drink
Oh, of
with
course.
both hands.
yeah, it's just a normal dwarven ale. It's just a normal
Just shove your beak in it.
So big
Yeah.
into it, like foams coming off the sides. Um,
Yeah, I mean there are people outside. I mean the merchants and everything are starting to the merchants and everything are starting to put up their booths and their tables for selling fine goods, including authentic kobold cheese. But the cheese is made from cow's milk, not rat's milk. Um,
Thank goodness.
there, um, yeah, and there are kobolds just wandering the streets, setting up little tricks and treats and traps and little tiny annoying fireworks. But the last thing that happens, before you are able to enter the royal, where did it go? Before you're able to enter, where's the fucking page, dog?
Well, you find the page. I'm just handing my business card out to all these kobolds. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'll make the fireworks legal if you want. Just vote for me.
Before you arrive to the royal wine cellar, there is outside, um, there is outside 4 palace servants, carrying off a nude but tasteful portrait of the monarch, and they catch the eye of the 3 of you. The one at the front of the one holding the bulk of the weight of the portrait goes, "Oh, oi, hey, you there, the horseman with the bird and the bunny, aye."
Kind of reductive, but
You
okay,
want
sure.
this?
Do I want that?
It's a
The portrait?
nude.
I can see that very clearly.
Yeah. It's got a
Yeah.
dick on it.
It sure does, friend, as many of us do. Are you getting rid of it or charging for it?
I'll sell it to you for 69 gold.
Nice. Well, a little rich for my blood. I like look at you too, like with like the look in your eyes when you want your friends desperately to say no to something. Like, either of you wanted? Anyone?
No.
I like
Are you
make
sure?
empty pocket noises.
Yeah, can
No,
empty
I love
pockets.
it.
What does empty pocket noises sound like?
Sounds like when you pull the cloth out of your pockets inside out, and
Yeah,
it's that
Oh, yeah.
like
noise. Little fly comes out. Just
Of like nothing when you
dust and wind. It's
the
windy
sound
down
of
there.
silence.
but we need to offload this before the monarch dies, because once the monarch dies, this thing's gonna be worthless.
Are you counting on him dying?
I don't know.
Sorry, that was an odd question. I know. If you're just trying to get rid of it, then just get rid of it. You could have a whole lot of fun with
Okay.
it. Like you could stomp on it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, stomp on it. Chuck it. Throw it into the sea.
There's some kobolds having fireworks down there. You could blow it up. It'd be fun.
It could be used as a sled.
Like I'll make like a sound of archery, like a target board.
Target practice, yes.
All right.
Do you want?
You all have. I was
Sorry, go
going to
ahead.
say, you all have some great ideas. But if I can still sell it for 69 gold pieces, I will attempt to, but
I'm
I will
going to be
think
honest.
about this.
You might be hard pressed to do so. That's a lot of gold for a naked old man in a portrait.
Yeah, but it's tasteful,
I can't deny that.
which means it tastes like something.
Oh. Well, now you have my attention.
What does it taste like?
Paint.
Oh, lead paint specifically, or regular paint?
Regular.
paint.
I don't know what
On your lips. Never mind.
you see, like, actually, fuck it. Yeah, I won't make you roll for this. You see, like, the residue of lead paint on his lips. What do you mean?
Oh no.
Oh,
Mm.
Hmm.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
okay.
We have
Never
ambulances.
mind.
Boy, do I want to help you, but I don't have the means to do so.
Not a helix spell amongst us.
Nope.
Oh,
We're just kind of three
He suffers from
assholes.
boomer syndrome. He too drank from the spout growing up from the hose.
Christ. It was good for you. Anyway.
Yeah.
Turned out okay.
I look over to Shotgun, and I'm like, he seems to be poisoned. Maybe we can just take it, and then we can sell it.
I'm like making this whole like gesture.
I am a horse. You can put it in my horse pack. I have or I can just carry it on my back. I am a horse.
Make the sound of it like rolled up, like.
That's a better idea. You're right.
But then I like jingle. Then I make the sound of coins, like.
You want us to pay you to steal the painting?
Oh. And now I'm like confused, like stealing.
Oh well.
this is running
Listen.
away.
There they go.
We're just grabbing it and going.
That was my pitch. I was like, well, this painting has to do something, right? Maybe we can just get it in a fucked up way.
I'll start pulling out a pistol, like, all right.
Oi, Matt, I don't want no trouble. No, what is this accent, Amber? God,
It's fine.
I don't want no trouble at all. Sorry. If you want the painting, I'll give you the painting. I'm so sorry.
So confused. I'm just like holding my gun up in confusion.
I look over at her.
Don't shoot me, please.
I look
Sir
over at Harriet.
Kenku.
I feel like I've misinterpreted the situation. I think I've upset the Kenku.
Are we stealing it? Are we not? I'm just doing what I'm paid to do.
You can have it. You can have it.
Thank you. Very noble of you with no prodding or thank you.
I give him a gold piece.
There you go.
Alright. I'll go buy myself a sled then. Thank you. Bye. And the four palace servants leave.
Well, now we have this painting.
But now you have that tastes like lead paint.
Maybe
he tried it himself.
He tried it
It
himself.
has a real it
There's
has a real
tongue mark
earthy
on
taste.
there.
Yeah.
Real earthy taste. Well, he really did lick the hell out of this thing.
It's wet. Ew.
Now, the Royal Wine Cellar. The Royal Wine Cellar, in an effort to revamp their stodgy image, the monarch opened the wine cellar and the lower level of the royal palace to the public, provided that the patrons are current on their taxes. This level of the castle also serves as a dungeon for ne'er-do-wells awaiting execution, so the bouncers double as prison guards. There are 2 bouncers that are standing outside checking IDs and making sure people have the proper identification and proper, proper payment to be able to be let inside. One stands with his arms crossed, eyes narrowed. He's like a tall, orcish man. He sees the 3 of you approach to come in and goes, "You want to try some of my wine?" This is Weenie Hut Jr.
Getting a little silly. Getting a little silly in the chat.
We're not allowed to get silly. This is a serious stream. No
All
one
business.
Yeah, I mean, Shotgun will hold out their hand like they have been, but make the sound of wine being poured in a goblet.
And he like uncrosses his arms and goes, "Wait, that's actually really impressive. How did you learn that?"
Glug, glug,
Yeah,
glug,
you got a
glug,
noise for
glug.
that, Eli?
Glug, 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 glug.
Glug, glug.
That's a lot. That's a sentence. Is a lot. I'm like, who knows? Carry on.
I make the sound of a long explanation.
Wah, wah.
When I was a young bird, my father.
Oh, just the piano, just one piano noise. Nope.
I understand completely. I too have father issues.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna have y'all pay with the painting, but I'm so impressed by that response. I'll just let you in.
Hell yeah. See, I knew we needed a painting
hat.
for something.
Take my hat off. The
Okay.
best part is we get to keep the painting.
Yeah, you
Which
get
I'm
to
sure
keep
will
the
come in
painting.
handy later.
Yeah, you have a tasteful nude of the monarch who's currently dying of being poisoned. It's fine.
It's
fine.
fine. Fuck him.
Fine.
Welcome. All right. So, on the inside of the royal wine cellar, there is a tall, lithe, distinguished-looking human woman wearing a name badge that says the sommelier. She has hold on. Boop, 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 boop. She has a couple of scars on her face, indicating, a life less fortunate before becoming a sommelier. But I mean, you don't develop a taste of wine without first developing the taste of blood. But in here, again, because this is also the jail, there are actually jail cells here, and oop, I didn't roll the right die, Amber. Wow.
You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah, I know. It's just I can never find a D8 when I need to.
I
there it
always
is.
get
Okay.
D8s and
Elusive.
D10s mixed up.
There is also there is what looks like behind bars like a mafia boss, like I see like mafia boss who's just glowering behind she's Samoa Lice who's glowering behind the bars, wearing like a pinstripe suit and one of those like pinstripe fedoras, and they keep rattling off alibis I wasn't there to poison. I wasn't there to poison the king. I mean, the monarch. Not at all. Not me. No way. I was at the comic book convention when it happened. No,
Hmm.
no. I was at the grocery store when it happened.
Listen, I believe you. I believe
Yeah, the bunny believes me.
I believe you.
There's a few different stories he has going on there. I think this might be one of those things where he's clearly guilty of something, and if you get me,
Yes.
I had the wine.
Yeah, at the far end of the bar, there are different. I mean, at the far end of the room, there's actually a bunch of different wine. Like they have big, giant cask barrels of different wines. If you roll a D8 for me, I'll tell you what you get.
Yay! A 5.
Oh. I got a 1.
I
Oh,
got
shit.
a 6.
Okay, so
Eli wins.
the Secretariat, you get a Hobgarb. Oh fuck! Hold on, Hobgob Garganega and a Hobgob Garganega. The same. I feel like that's a slur. Um, I'm sorry.
They're referencing hobgoblins, which I don't think they
I
like
know.
to be called.
I know. Um, the same vintage served with the Pan-Goblinic Council was formed. It's zesty and nutty, best served with Briark cheese, and it's been aged 100 years.
Tastes like government.
Harriet, you have been served grape juice just yesterday. It was grape juice yesterday, but now it's wine, and it's perfect for an
Fermented in
unsophisticated
one
palate.
day.
Yeah.
Yes, it
She
is
was
wine.
rather unsophisticated. So that works.
They poured bleach in it.
Wine speed run, correct?
All right, you're gonna need grape juice and a big bottle of bleach.
And shotgun, you get Orchio de Pernice. It's left by terrified orcs driven from the caves of chaos. Sweet, spicy, and terroir driven, aged 220 years.
I'll do that thing you do with wine. Smell it like.
Like spills out of the cup a little bit. You're doing
Yeah.
it too hard.
I know what I'm doing.
You gotta believe me.
Please believe me, sir. I'm just here to enjoy a good vintage. I need everyone to roll your sobriety die for me.
Oof. I have
Ooh.
oofed, Amber.
What did you get?
I rolled a 1.
Well, you go down 1 on the sobriety die chain.
Oh no.
Tastes like
You got a 3?
corrupt government.
So I'm down 2.
Damn.
Hanging in there
Yeah.
with a 10.
No, you're not down 2. You're just down 1. You just go down
yeah.
1 level.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, did you say down like comma TOO?
Down as
no,
well.
I just didn't finish my sentence. Down to
Okay.
D8.
Oh, okay, down to a D8.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Turns out
you're
we're
good.
the fools.
You're good. Yeah. Grant, what are you down to?
A D8.
A D8. Okay, not bad, not bad.
I am a horse.
Shotgun.
I rolled a 10, so I'm staying strong with a D10.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Me and
All
the
right.
Kenku have the same constitution. And he has a higher tolerance than I do.
I will outdrink the horse.
But I don't drink that
All
horse.
right. Y'all go for another round. Why don't y'all roll another D8 for me to see what you get?
Sure. 7.
3.
That's right.
Okay, so Secretariat, you get a